Lately, I've been thinking about something, and I don't think I've ever actually talked about it with y'all. I love being a homemaker, I really do. But I realized somewhere along the way that I had just started introducing myself like that was my entire identity, and that is just not true. Because when I think about it, homemaking is just a small part of who I actually am. By the way, almost all the skincare I've been using the last couple of days is brand new. I told myself I was going to wait to open these until after I finished all my other old products, but I got too excited. So I'm giving everything a few days until I figure out what I actually really like, but I will keep y'all updated. I don't know if any of y'all have ever caught yourself doing this, but why do we always introduce ourselves by just one thing? Like, seriously, think about it. If somebody asked you, tell me about yourself, what would you say? Most of us don't actually tell people about ourselves. We tell them our role. A teacher, a nurse, a mom, a business owner, a homemaker, or you're retired. And none of these answers are wrong. They're all true. But I've just been wondering, are they really the best description of who we actually are? Because if someone asked your best friend to describe you, do you think they would stop at your job? Nah, probably not. They'd probably tell them that you're the funniest person they know, or that you're always running late. Maybe they say you're the friend who always remembers birthdays, or that you can never leave Target without buying something you didn't go in for, or that you've been obsessed with gardening lately, or that somehow you've turned making sourdough into your entire personality. Whatever it is, the people who know us best don't know us by just one title. They know all the little pieces that make us, us. And I think somewhere along the way, we forget that about ourselves. We get so used to introducing ourselves by one role that eventually we almost start believing that that's all there is. But life is so much bigger than that. I mean, think about your own life for a second. You're probably more than just your job, obviously, right? More than just a parent, more than just a spouse or a student or a homemaker. You probably have hobbies, things you're learning, or little things that you're interested in. And things that make you ridiculously excited about that nobody else cares about or understands. Maybe you love baking or fishing or reading mystery books. Or I know a lot of people like watching true crime documentaries. Or maybe you're somebody who enjoys collecting houseplants. Or trying every coffee shop that you can go to. Or maybe you recently become completely obsessed with skincare. Which, if you've been watching my last few videos, you already know where I fall on that one. All of those little things matter too. They're not competing with each other. They're just different pieces of who we are. I honestly think that's one of the coolest parts about people. Nobody is just one thing. We're all this weird little combination of experiences, interests, responsibilities, dreams, hobbies, and personality quirks. And somehow all of those little pieces fit together to make us who we are. I mean, except for being a child of God. Hallelujah. That one is definitely my whole identity. But within that, I am little pieces of multiple different things. But seriously, I think sometimes we put ourselves into these little tiny boxes without even realizing it. Not because somebody else told us to, just because it's easier, I guess. It's easier to have one label. It's easier to have just one answer. But I don't think people were ever meant to fit into just one category. And I don't think we'd want to, because how boring would that be? I don't know about you guys, but I cannot stand to have foundation on my lips when I'm going to do my lip combo. It is probably one of the biggest things with makeup that drives me absolutely insane. Right now, I'm using the Sephora lip stain liner. I'm going to top that with the Revolution Beauty London lip oil, and I believe it is in Juicy Peach. I bought this yesterday and I did try it, and I'll be honest, I'm not crazy about it, but you know, I'm not about to waste product. I'm going to top it off with the Milani Make It Last Original Setting Spray. I'm almost out, so I don't know if I'm going to pick this one up. This one is like an OG. So many girls that do their makeup talk about this, and it is really good, but I do think I want to experiment a little bit with some different setting sprays. I do like to try to just let this sit for a couple minutes and dry itself down, just so it can get through all of those layers of makeup. My camera cut out on me because I didn't have enough storage space in my phone. I'm really gonna have to invest in an actual camera instead of just using my iPhone. But sometimes if I'm in a rush or I'm just being impatient, then I will like sit in front of the air conditioner, or I'll get one of my fans and try to dry as best as I can. Also, I like to go in with my kabuki brush. Usually I do this before setting spray, but I forgot. It'll be okay. But I just like to take this in the line where my bronzer and my blush meet my regular foundation. I just like to blend that in just a little bit. And then I come here because I don't like it going low on my cheeks because I feel like it pulls down my face. I'll come in and just stipple it just a little bit along here. I know so many other girls use a Tree Hut. I don't even know if I ever have, but I found out that they have a Hydroglow body serum that is hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and niacinamide. And I did not know they had this. It smells so good. It is the Pink Champagne by Tree Hut. But y'all, this is a brand I have never heard of. It is called Sunrise. It smells so good. So good. It's certified by PETA. It has Kapuka, I think I'm saying that right, seed butter, coconut oil, acai fruit oil. I don't usually use anything with coconut oil just because I don't feel like it works well with my skin. Thought it was going to be just really thin consistency, but it's not. Like, it's a nice soft buttery consistency. And after a few days of using this, I'll go back to my old products. That way I can use up my old products, so I just don't keep accumulating more and more. So y'all know I told you in the last video that I'm trying to do better about taking care of my hair. I love skincare, I love makeup, but my hair is just not something I've ever been good at. So yesterday while I was at Walmart, I also picked up the Dove Bond Strength 10-in-1 Serum Mask. So after you shampoo and condition your hair, you're supposed to put this in and massage it from the root to the ends and leave it in for at least a minute and then wash it out. Last night when I got out the shower, I had debated on whether I was going to blow dry my hair or not, and I was like, no, I'll just throw it up and leave it. This is the Chi Thermal Protection Spray. I've had this tiny little bottle forever. I picked up another brand from the Dollar Tree a while back because I didn't even know I still had that one. And I'll be honest, I don't like the Dollar Tree brand one. It leaves my hair feeling really nasty. Now I'm going to blow dry my hair with my hot brush and see if I think if the Dove Serum Mask helped, because it is supposed to help with repairing, nourishing, reducing frizz, which I need a lot of help with, detangling, strengthening, restores bounce, boost shine, smooths, help prevents breakage, and reduces split ends. I do have some bad split ends. Alright, I'm gonna put out. Careful. Alright, open those up. Y'all, it is so hot. So, I am really excited though, because I definitely see a difference in my hair. It doesn't look as frizzy. I think that looks really good. I really, really like that. It says you can use it once or more a week, so I'm probably going to start out using it at least like 2-3 times a week, and then probably lessen it as time goes on. And I think it'll be even better once I get my hair cut in a couple weeks, because that'll definitely take off the split ends that I have, and there won't be so much hair to manage. So now I just got to figure out how I'm going to style it. I am adding just a little bit of dry shampoo in it, even though it's clean. Dry shampoo actually works better if you use it before your hair gets oily and dirty. So if you use it once it's fresh and clean, then it can really have time to set in your hair, and it helps prevent the oil. When you do dry shampoo, you don't want to immediately brush it out. Try to wait at least 10, 15, 30 minutes, however long you can, because the longer it sits in there, the better results it's going to have. So if you can actually do it before you go to sleep at night and just sleep with it in there, do not brush it out. Brush your hair, put your dry shampoo in, and then in the morning you can brush it out. Your results should be so much better. Showing Day your belly. I see you, Marie. No. Y'all gotta have their nails clipped today. A coffee while you're getting a shower. You want an energy drink? I'm doing a little coffee run while Ethan finishes up getting ready. I was actually supposed to go with my mom and my sister Daisy today and go back to school clothes shopping, but Daisy ended up having a friend that was having a birthday party today, so she decided she wanted to go to it instead. And I didn't feel like staying at the house, so me and Ethan are going to go out and just spend a little time together today. I forgot to tell y'all this, but my neighbor passed away. She was in her 80s. I've actually known her for many, many years. She was a substitute teacher when me and Ethan were in school, and I didn't even realize she was in the hospital, but she passed last week. So if y'all would please be in prayer for her family. I won't give a last name or anything, but her first name is Barbara. If you'll be praying for her and for her little dog, because she had a miniature, a senior miniature poodle, and her name is Allie, and she is the cutest little thing. And I just don't know how she's gonna deal, with not having Barbara around. And I don't know which one of the family members got her, but if y'all will please be in prayer for that family. Y'all, I did it again. This is the third time my phone has stopped recording because I had no storage. I just been sitting here talking to y'all. I had no storage. So I was telling y'all before I get to that, I think it's called the Salty Karen, and it's got vanilla and caramel, and I added lavender. I think the lavender's throwing it off a little bit though. Usually I like lavender, but I don't know. I don't know if I like it now. And then Ethan got the Red Bull energy drink with blue raspberry, pineapple, and strawberry. And then we both got a breakfast sandwich because neither one of us have ate yet and it's lunchtime. But what I was getting to is I'm super excited because I ordered a camera. It's from eBay and it's refurbished. So I ended up saving a couple $100 on it, but it is eBay certified refurbished. It's got 30-day window of return and it has a 2-year warranty on it. So I'm really excited about that, since that is extra protection. So it should be here maybe within the next week. I'm a little bit nervous because I spent that much money, but I'm so excited, and it's going to be so nice to have my phone freed up and not have to worry about iPhone storage space. Hello y'all, we'll be home later. Love you, bud. We'll be home later. The porch. I think I'm gonna do it when it gets colder. Okay, so our first stop is gonna be the thrift store. We're gonna run in the Christian Mission real quick before we figure out what department stores and stuff we're gonna run into. I think that's actually what brought me to this channel, because over the last couple weeks, I've realized something. If you've been here for a while, you've probably noticed that homemaking has been a huge part of my content. And that's because it's genuinely a huge part of my life, because I am a homemaker and I love it. And that has not changed. I don't see myself waking up tomorrow thinking, ugh, I don't want to do this anymore, or I don't want to decorate, or I don't want to take care of my home, because it is just a part of who I am. But it's also not the whole picture. When the camera turns off, my life doesn't suddenly stop until it's time to clean something again. There are so many other parts of me. I love to go shopping. I get excited over my skincare. I probably spend way too much time looking at makeup. My husband and I love to go on little dates together. I love to decorate my home and create Pinterest boards of all the things that I want it to be. My husband and I absolutely love going out to eat. That is probably one of our biggest issues. And I love sitting at home with my dogs and spending time with them. And I'm somebody whose mind is running 24/7 all the time with 100 different things. And I have random crazy thoughts in my head that probably only make sense to me. I'm also probably the most indecisive person I know. I cannot make a decision and stick to it to save my life. And there are just so many other things to me. I live a life that looks a whole lot like everybody else's. But I've realized, if this channel is supposed to be a place where we're hanging out together, why would I only show just one piece of it all the time? I don't want this channel to feel like it has to fit inside of one category, which honestly might hurt my growth a little bit here more on YouTube, because social media prefers when you niche down, quote unquote, because it helps them realize who your target audience is. The next day, and we just got home from church, and I've got to get changed out of my clothes, but first I have got to get this ice that I got from the church put up. It's already kind of melted because somebody stood talking for 40 minutes after church, Ethan. So I gotta get this put up in the freezer, and then I've got a few things I need to get done around the house. But I want this channel to feel genuine to my actual life. And my life does not fit into one little box. Some days we might clean, we might decorate, and some days we'll talk while I'm getting ready. And some days I might bring you guys along shopping with me like we did today. And some days we may just sit down and chat about whatever has been on my mind lately. Because that's what my life actually looks like. It's not organized into neat little sections. It's messy, random, and ordinary. And I think that's what makes it beautiful. My hope is that when you click on one of my videos, it feels less like you're turning into a specific type of content and more like you're just spending time with a friend. And I hope during that time that I can encourage you guys, inspire you guys, and just show you that you're not alone and you have a little place on the internet where you can feel safe and at home. So whether we're folding laundry, walking through department stores, or trying a new moisturizer, or maybe we're just talking about something I've been learning through life lately, then at the end of the day, that's really what I've always wanted this channel to be. Not just a homemaking channel, not just a beauty channel, and not a shopping channel, just a place where we get to do life together. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much. I'm really excited about where this channel is headed. Not because I'm leaving anything behind, because I promise you, homemaking, decorating, everything about my home is still going to be in my videos. I just want to take you guys on more of the little trips around my ordinary life. I finally feel like I'm giving myself permission to share the whole picture. And I hope that maybe after watching this, you'll give yourself permission to do the same, whether anyone else sees it or not, because you're so much more than just one title.